Welcome back to The Fame, your front row seat to the wildest twists in reality TV land. We've got Duggar drama so juicy, even Reddit can't keep up. Grab your popcorn because today we're diving headfirst into Duggar confusion, controversy, and clapbacks. First up, Jackson Duggar posts what looks like a wholesome family selfie, but the internet? Oh no. Fans go full detective mode trying to figure out who's the mysterious girl beside him. Is it a girlfriend? A long-lost cousin? Nope. It's Josie Duggar, and she's all grown up now, sending everyone into an ID crisis spiral. Next, Jana Duggar shares a simple Sunday devotional, but fans say it's loaded with anti-Semitic theology. Reddit exploded, Jewish fans are calling it out, and Jana? Silent. We're breaking down the verse, the backlash, and what it all says about the culture she's still immersed in. Third, Justin Duggar, the quietly married son who's defying the Duggar baby timeline. 4 years, no kids, no updates, and now Reddit's joking that Jim Bob doesn't even remember him. Is this rebellion, heartbreak, or just a low-key life far from Arkansas? And finally, Amy Duggar King is done playing nice. She's got boundaries, she's got receipts, and she's standing firm. But guess what? Her bond with cousin Jill Duggar, stronger than ever. We've got the full scoop on her emotional confession and where her family lines are now drawn. So if you're here for the snark, the sincerity, and the signature Duggar chaos, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a minute of it. All right, let's kick it off with the post that had everyone asking, wait, is Jackson Duggar dating his own sister? A single photo from Jackson Duggar just threw the entire internet into detective mode, and no one saw this twist coming. Fans thought Jackson was introducing a secret girlfriend, but the truth? Way more Duggar than expected. So here's what went down. Jackson Duggar, yes, the once little lost boy of the Duggar clan, posted an innocent-looking photo to Instagram. The caption was sweet. Life recently. Grateful for time with family. Hard to beat days like these. Just Jackson in the driver's seat, flashing a smile with 2 young women beside him, one up front, one in the back. But the Duggar internet doesn't miss a beat. Fans zoomed in, screenshotted, and raced to Reddit with questions. Wait, is Jackson courting someone? Who is this mystery girl in the back seat? Is that even a Duggar? The confusion, completely understandable. The girl sitting in the back had soft curls, a floral dress, a pearl necklace, and a very grown-up vibe that left fans stumped. Some swore she was a new girlfriend. Others threw out names like Johanna or even an older cousin. One Redditor famously asked, "Is this a Duggar clone, or have I been out of the loop for too long?" The post ignited a full-on Duggar guessing game. Threads popped up instantly in r/Duggar snark with titles like Jackson's New Flame and Plot Twist, That's Josie. Skeptical commenters were hesitant to digress. But then the clues started stacking up. Digging through the rest of Jackson's photo carousel, eagle-eyed fans spotted something telling. Those weren't strangers. They were Jackson's own sisters. Sitting shotgun in the front was Jordan Duggar, all smiles and looking every bit the teen she is. And in the back seat, yep, Josie Duggar. And that's when the internet really lost it. Because Josie, she's not the tiny girl viewers remember from 19 Kids and Counting. She's growing up, and quickly. And since the Duggars rarely share new photos of her, fans were genuinely shocked by how different she looked. That can't be Josie's. She looks 18, not 14. Another chimed in. I didn't recognize her at all. I thought she was a random adult. But a few savvy users noticed a bracelet on Josie's wrist that appears to spell out JBD, Josie Brooklyn Duggar, when tilted just right. Subtle, yes, but enough for the internet sleuths to confirm the theory. The original Reddit poster even came back to say, okay, well, I really thought that was a girlfriend, my bad. And honestly, who who could blame them? With so many Duggar siblings, look-alike genetics, and minimal updates, these ID mix-ups are becoming almost a tradition in the fandom. Some fans joke that the Duggars are unmatched in producing confusing family photos. Others laughed it off. Honestly, I was ready to welcome a new courtship, but nope, just Josie glowing up and giving us all a heart attack. Another wild theory, the siblings were spotted wearing what looked like name tags and wristbands, leading fans to speculate they just returned from a family camp or church retreat. Duggar-style bonding, complete with matching bracelets? You bet. As for Jackson, he hasn't responded to the swirl of speculation, but his post is still up, still captioned with gratitude, and still totally innocent, if you ignore the internet chaos it unleashed. So in the end, no, Jackson isn't courting, no secret fiancé, no big announcement, just a brother enjoying time with his sisters, and a whole lot of fans realizing they no longer recognize the youngest Duggars. One top comment summed it up perfectly. Josie fooled us all. The Duggars grow up in hiding, then reappear looking like they aged 10 years overnight. Don't touch that dial, because next up, we're diving into Jana Duggar's controversial Bible study post that Reddit is calling straight up anti-Semitic. Yep, this one's about to get theological and heated. Jana Duggar just posted a Bible verse and Reddit is calling it anti-Semitic. What looked like a wholesome Sunday morning devotional is now being blasted across social media as tone-deaf, harmful, and downright offensive. Jana Duggar is no stranger to sharing quiet moments of faith, open Bibles, soft lighting, a handwritten note here and there. But this time, her latest Instagram story sparked a firestorm she probably never saw coming. On what seemed like a peaceful Sunday morning, Jana posted a photo of her open Bible alongside some underlined study notes. The caption? Simple. Happy Sunday. But Reddit sleuths immediately took a closer look at the fine print, and what they found lit up the Duggar snark community with controversy. The notes focused on John 5:39-47, a passage where Jesus confronts religious leaders for rejecting him. But the study commentary Jana included took it further, saying things like, the Jews were given the responsibility to be the custodians of Scripture. They were to protect the Scriptures from destruction. Those who reject Jesus as Savior are rejecting the Scriptures, and they will be judged by the Scriptures they have refused to believe. That last line, it didn't sit well with a lot of people. Over on Reddit, the reaction was swift and brutal. One post titled, "Nothing to see here, just some casual anti-Semitism on Jana's Insta," gained traction fast, drawing in Jewish users, ex-fundies, and longtime Duggar watchers. One commenter who identifies as Jewish wrote, "It's the classic supersessionist view that Christianity replaces Judaism. It's hurtful. It erases our identity." Others chimed in with personal stories. "I used to babysit for a Christian family that had menorahs on their mantle, celebrated Passover, and talked about how they were spiritually Jewish, but they also said Jews were wrong for not accepting Jesus. This is that same energy." Several users pointed out the broader pattern in evangelical spaces, cherry-picking Jewish culture and scripture when it's convenient, while also pushing theology that devalues or condemns actual Jewish people. One commenter summed it up with chilling clarity. They don't see Jews as people. They see Jews as prophecy. Michelle Duggar was even dragged into the thread, with some recalling her past comparison of abortion to the Holocaust, another example, they say, of how evangelical leaders use Jewish suffering to make theological or political points. And then there's the silence. Jana hasn't addressed the backlash, her Instagram story vanished after the usual 24 hours, and the comment section on her latest post remains business as usual, filled with heart emojis, Bible verses, and "bless you, sister" replies. But the internet hasn't moved on. Users are now sharing screenshots, dissecting the language, and calling for a response. Some are urging Jana to educate herself and apologize. Others don't expect anything, saying she's likely just parroting what she's always been taught. And that's where it gets tricky. Many fans pointed out that the Duggars' particular brand of fundamentalist Christianity has deep roots in these teachings. It's not necessarily that Jana intended to be offensive, it's that her theology is so entrenched, she may not even realize how it lands. One Redditor wrote, "This isn't a one-off. This is the result of decades of indoctrination. But intention doesn't erase impact." The larger conversation has now expanded to include Jews for Jesus groups, messianic congregations, and the fine line between sharing faith and promoting harmful ideology. It's clear this isn't just about a single Instagram story anymore. It's about accountability, awareness, and the way religious beliefs, especially when shared publicly, can cause real harm, even when that wasn't the goal. As one viewer said bluntly, if Jana wants to preach love, she should start by respecting people's faith, not rewriting it. And just when you think we've hit peak Duggar drama, we're heading straight into Justin Duggar territory. And let's just say fans are wondering if Jim Bob even remembers he exists. Yep. Married for 4 years and still no baby, the Reddit threads are ruthless. Justin Duggar's quiet married life has Reddit asking one big question: where's the baby? And does Jim Bob even care anymore? In a family where weddings and babies practically come as a 2-for-1 deal, Justin's 4-year marriage with Claire Spivey is breaking the Duggar mold, and fans have thoughts. Justin Duggar, the 14th child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, tied the knot with Claire Spivey back in February 2021. At just 18 years old, Justin's wedding sparked the usual headlines, but since then, radio silence. 4 years in, the couple is still childless, a fact that in the Duggar universe is basically a scandal in itself. A viral Reddit thread from r/Duggar Snark titled, "Do you think Jim Bob even remembers Justin exists?" blew up over the weekend. The post began innocently enough, speculating whether Jim Bob is secretly furious that Justin hasn't added to his grandkid count yet. But the comments quickly spiraled into a mix of humor, snark, and some surprisingly serious discussion. One top comment joked, "There's a Justin? Jim Bob probably calls him J14 just to keep the name straight." Another chimed in with, "No baby equals no attention in Duggarland." The sarcasm was relentless, but under the jokes, fans started asking real questions. Could Justin and Claire be facing fertility challenges? Or, gasp, did they decide to step back from the relentless Duggar baby factory on purpose? As one user put it, maybe Justin saw how his sisters' lives turned out and thought, you know what, we're good with just the two of us for now. Others speculated that the Spivey family might have more influence on Justin than anyone realized. Claire's parents, though conservative, aren't nearly as spotlight-hungry as the Duggars. Some fans believe that once Justin married Claire and moved closer to her family in Texas, he quietly faded from Jim Bob's radar. Theories aside, fans haven't forgotten Justin's controversial moments either. After Josh Duggar's trial, Justin and Claire were criticized for smiling and waving to cameras when leaving the courthouse, a move many found tone-deaf. Some Redditors argue that this PR misstep is another reason why Justin's largely stayed off social media since then. Another interesting angle, the pressure dynamics between Duggar's sons and daughters. While the daughters face intense public scrutiny to produce grandkids, the boys tend to slip into the background once they're married off. One commenter bluntly wrote, "Jim Bob cares more about controlling his daughters than his sons. Justin could vanish to Mars and JB wouldn't notice unless there's a People magazine cover involved." Of course, there's also the possibility that Justin and Claire simply want privacy. They've posted the occasional photo, a sweet anniversary snap here, a cozy couple pic there, but nothing that screams family planning. And fans are noticing. Maybe, just maybe, they want to live a normal life without broadcasting every pregnancy test, suggested one Reddit user, getting hundreds of upvotes. Whatever the case, the internet isn't letting up. From memes about Justin Who to jokes about Jim Bob's 100 grandkid goal, this quiet Duggar couple is suddenly back in the gossip spotlight. And while some fans are genuinely concerned about their well-being, others can't help but poke fun at the idea of a Duggar son slipping through the cracks. One fan summed it up best. If Justin and Claire are happy, that's all that matters. But you know Jim Bob is probably counting grandkids like they're Pokemon. Keep it locked because the next story hits even closer to home. Amy Duggar King is drawing a bold line in the sand with her family, and her candid comments are making waves. Plus, wait until you hear how her bond with Jill Duggar is stronger than ever. Amy Duggar King just made it crystal clear there's no going back when it comes to her relationship with the Duggar family. While the rest of the Duggars keep dodging controversy, Amy's speaking out, and this time she's setting the record straight about where she stands with Jim Bob, Michelle, and the cousins she once called close. In a brand new interview with E! News, Amy Duggar King isn't holding back. The once beloved Cousin Amy of 19 Kids and Counting fame is done tiptoeing around family tensions, and she's letting the world know that boundaries are officially in place. Her message? Simple but powerful. If you are not necessarily lining up with mine, then there's going to be a line drawn. It's no secret that Amy's had a rocky road with her family relatives. She was always a bit of an outsider, fun-loving, jeans-wearing, and far more modern than her ultra-conservative cousins. While she used to share a warm bond with Jana, Jessa, and Joanna during the TLC era, things have since cooled dramatically. Amy admitted that distancing herself from the family wasn't easy. For a little while, I was really sad. It was really difficult to make that choice, and now I stand by it. And fans believe her. If there's one thing Amy's known for, it's her unapologetic honesty, and she's leaning into that now more than ever. But it's not all cut ties and heartbreak. Amy shared that her relationship with one Duggar cousin has never been stronger, Jill Duggar Dillard. The two have bonded deeply in recent years, especially while filming Amazon Prime's explosive docuseries, Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. Amy described their connection as unbreakable. Jill and I are extremely close. We trust each other. We have this great cousinship. She added, I'm her cheerleader for life and she's mine. We're stronger together because we can rely on each other. That bond became a source of strength for both women as they opened up publicly about their experiences growing up within and ultimately stepping away from the IBLP, Institute in Basic Life Principles, and the controlling religious structure promoted by Jim Bob and Michelle. Fans saw just how raw and vulnerable Amy could be in Shiny Happy People, where she and Jill supported one another through emotional confessions and long-held truths. And now, outside the walls of the Duggar compound, it seems Amy has found peace. She's married, raising her son Daxton, and focusing on living life on her own terms. From advocating for abuse survivors to posting relatable mom content online, Amy's message is clear. She's not looking back. Still, some viewers have asked, is reconciliation with the larger Duggar family totally off the table? Amy didn't say never, but the implication was loud and clear. Until her family acknowledges the past and makes real changes, she's keeping her distance. One quote sums it all up. Boundaries are just very important. Whether it's about faith, parenting, or protecting her peace, Amy isn't afraid to take a stand, and fans are here for it. One commenter nailed it with this take. Amy's not bitter, she's just done playing nice with people who refuse to grow. And just when you think we're done, we're wrapping this all up with a lightning-fast recap of everything Duggar you don't want to forget. From Jackson's sister selfie confusion to Jana's Bible backlash, get ready for one final blast of drama. All right, Fame Fam, here's your lightning round recap before we go. Jackson Duggar posted a selfie with his sisters, and the internet thought he was courting a mystery woman. Whoops. Jana Duggar's Bible study sparked a fiery backlash over claims of anti-Semitism, and she's still silent. Justin Duggar's baby-free marriage has Reddit wondering if Jim Bob even remembers his name. And Amy Duggar King, she's done with the drama and standing strong with cousin Jill by her side. If you loved this deep dive into Duggarland, don't forget to like, subscribe, tap that bell, and drop your hottest take in the comments. And hey, follow us on socials for even more behind-the-scenes tea. Tomorrow, we're digging into a surprise new courtship rumor that has fans asking, is another Duggar about to drop a baby and a wedding? You won't want to miss it. This is The Fame, and as always, stay fabulous, Fame fam.